We are here. And I mean, we're going to have some fun tonight. We are going to have some fun tonight. With that being said, though, people, I'm going to put up the intro and let you guys check this out. And make sure you put sugar on your Cheerios. That's going to leave you before the intro.
Nope.
You put sugar on. What? You eat
Nope.
Cheerios plain?
I eat all cereal plain.
We'll talk about that after. Started with a whisper, Chris. And by that, Whispering Man is what we're reviewing. As soon as me and him shut the fuck up, we're all going to start talking again.
We're coming for you.
Welcome to the madness. Shh. James, that means you. So, we're going to be discussing The Whispering Man. If you guys didn't hear that, which you should have because it was loud. It definitely wasn't a whisper. But reviewing The Whispering Man. And, yeah, I've seen this movie before.
I never seen it. I thought I did when it first started, but then I was like, oh, never mind. This I watched something different that was on Discovery Plus that did the same kind of thing.
Okay. I just, see, for me, I just don't remember. I could have sworn I watched it and reviewed it before or talked about it with somebody, but I looked it up on for the like I went to YouTube. I was like Horror with Sir Sturdy, The Whispering Man, and all that popped up was the upcoming episode. So I was like, I may have watched it, and maybe briefly said something about it. Maybe that's what it was. I have no fucking clue. I just
or
know
was it? Is it one of the audio ones? No, because this came out in 2019.
2019. Nah.
Yeah, so it can't be.
It was more recent because I remember. Maybe I just think I seen this.
Did you do it on someone else's show?
Mm-mm. You know what it is? Maybe I watched it with the wife because I can't think. His name is like Atal, I believe, who posted in the group for.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Who posts, like the indie movies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted a while ago, and I said I was going to watch it. So that's probably what it was. But again, I don't remember 1,000,000%. And ladies and gentlemen, Puerto Rican Chris will be back. He's taking a dump. That's my guess. I don't know. He's been gone for a minute, so that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm putting out there for you guys.
Okay, I gotta say this before shit happens.
Okay.
The cover pisses me off because I really thought there's gonna be like an alien thing type like this walking around. But it's not. It's just a painting. It's a fucking found footage movie.
Some people.
It's like a dude just recording because his family died, his grandfather, and all this shit because of this painting of just the head of this poster. By the way, it's just the head.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's basically what it is. It's like he's doing an investigation type shit, like a fucking documentary or something.
And that's so real quick. That I mean, that part I agree with you. Excuse me 1 second. To an extent, as far as like it would have been cool to at least even just having this, which I'll pull it up again, just having this here as being the creature or being in the film.
I really thought it was gonna be an alien movie, like because that looks like an alien to me. That's like 100% alien, right?
Yeah,
but it's not. It's a paranormal thing.
Yeah, it's something a little bit different. I mean, because it's a painting, and it could be one of those things where it was just like a haunted painting.
Yeah, but when they say Whispering Man, you're thinking like what's the other one?
Slender Man.
Slender Man, and
yeah, I can see
right, where they're actually a thing.
Yeah,
you did hear the whispers in the movie here and there, though.
Yeah, but that's normal ghost shit, though.
True, but I'm not mad. Like,
no, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, like the cover. I'm like, oh man, I was a little disappointed because of the cover.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna do.
It didn't ruin my. It didn't change my score or anything. I went off the movie. It's just the fucking cover pissed me off a little bit.
Early you want rating?
Okay.
We'll talk about reasons like after we all give our ratings. Just your early rating.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Respect it. I respect it. I was actually gonna go with a 4 on my my rating for the initial. Hoping you guys can try to make me more of a believer.
And I'm actually at a 5 as well. But like again with me, my ratings are all kind of well. I give negative, so if I give something a 5,
Yeah, it's decent.
it's
Yeah,
a pretty good rating.
that's
And
why I went straight down the middle. I went because I was like, it's okay. It's way better than last week's movie. I mean, the other night's movie.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
we don't even have to talk about that shit.
No, that was horrible. So this is like, whew, a sigh of relief. We're like, okay, this one's not that bad.
No, it really wasn't. And I'm it's no Blair Witch. I'll tell you that right now.
No, it gave off like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I got from it as well. Which completely misleading again from both the fucking trailer and the goddamn cover art.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I think another thing I liked about it too was like how they were doing the whole like the show thing. You know what I mean? The YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought that,
and they showed it too. Like it was called Fear something or a Fear Chaser or some shit like
some
that.
shit like that.
Chasing Fear.
Or something like that.
Fear Chaser or Chasing Fear, whatever it was.
So yeah, he had a show, but they didn't like concentrate on the show too much. It was like a real found footage. Like it's just him with his camera in the house through the whole movie.
True.
Yeah.
There was always a camera running.
Yeah, which I like that though.
I didn't mind that.
And I didn't mind that it was shot in just one spot for the most part, like one home for the most part. I understand budget and all that shit too, so it's like okay, look, we can afford to
$7,000 by the way, and they filmed it in 4 days.
I'm not mad at that.
That's not bad.
So $7,000, right? And you did it in 4. Let's just say because I have a 4-day weekend coming up, you did it Saturday to Tuesday. I'm not mad at that.
Ooh.
The last movie, I wonder what the budget was for that and how long they did that.
I couldn't find. They didn't show it. That's how bad it was.
I was making jokes about how that shit was like a weekend thing. That shit might have been done all in one fucking day. Like, yo, listen, you do your idea, you do your idea, you do your idea, you do your idea. I'll do my idea, and he's gonna be the killer. That's it. That was basically. But with this one, I feel like it was more structured. It was more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like the story could have been a little bit better and a little deeper, but at the same time, I don't know. It wasn't bad. Like I really had a decent time with this movie. Again, I gave it a 5. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's the greatest film I've ever seen as far as these type of films because it's not found footage, but it's not a bad found footage one. This is one I definitely think people should check out. I'll give you guys that. I'll definitely give you guys that. But that's what I got to say for this. Whoever wants to say some more.
I agree on that. It's not too bad, and if you're really into found footage movies, this is a decent one. I've seen way worse, but this one, like you said, it has structure. They started. I already knew it was only an hour and 14-minute long movie.
Yeah, but
I knew shit wasn't going to happen until like fucking 40 minutes in. It was just mainly him talking, and then he finds the painting, and they're coming to the house, and the brother, they argue all the fucking time because the one that's skeptic, don't believe in the shit, and but then the shit started happening, like what the claims were, where his grandmother or son said they heard whispers, and all that shit. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Honestly, I was hoping it would have got higher score. Honestly, because I don't mind Paranormal Activity type movies, like shit like that, as long as it's good. Now this one started off initially, and I thought I was going to be angry. It was a little weird how it started off. It was a little bit slow. Then you kind of start to catch the little vibe of the show and all that stuff, and their banter back and forth. You know, the Swedish guy's accent and stuff. But then it started to kick it up a little bit, and then it started to show more of what they were doing. They developed the story a little bit better at the beginning than I thought. Well, I shouldn't say than I thought. A little bit better than I initially thought based on how it started out it was going to get. Because this was heavier set on the story side of it to give you all of the notion of when the fear and all this stuff and what's going to happen and shit like that. But it still lacked, but at the same time, it's like that borderline cusp for me. And I know I always say, yo, 5, like under 5, I don't even tell people fuck with, but this is like right on the cusp. This is a 4 that's like could sneak by and like, you know what, watch it. This isn't too bad. You might be entertained by it. You might like it more than I do. You might pay more attention to it than I do. Maybe it grips you a little bit. But I will say, as it was on, Danae got home, came back. She ran out real quick, and it was playing. She's sitting down. She was going to stop it, but then I started it again, and I left to go do dinner because I could still hear it from 2 rooms away. I can still see the TV if I look through. But then, like, I come back and she's watching it. So I was like, oh, it's got you a little bit, right? She's like, yeah, it kind of does a little bit. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? So that's good to get that, because she doesn't even really like horror movies these days like that. So for her to be intrigued enough to watch and see what the hell's going on, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, okay, maybe this is a little bit better. Maybe I'm just jaded and bitter in some of my movie exploits with the horror, you know?
All right. Real quick, worst damn. I will say this. With that, I feel like you should bump it up to a 5 by just what you said, that your better half sat down and was actually watching the film, not a fan of horror. This movie's actually not that bad.
But you remember, she started it from like 45, 50 minutes. So she got past the slower, kind of annoying shit.
So she would have bailed at that part, you're saying?
This was, well, I'm not sure if she would have made it as far, since she got in just after basically the whole shit going on with the boy and the dude in the haunted house or whatever, and then the zombies came out. She didn't even see that part. You know what I mean? But she was still being kept into it after that. And that's when I got hooked, was when he was in the old abandoned building. Why do I keep seeing this in my dream shit? Yeah. That's when I was like, okay, now we're where I needed to be finally. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I start to think about situations where I've been in certain places like that, you know, my college days, sneaking into shit in the boonies and shit. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't horrible. It took a while to get to the point it needed to be. The story wasn't the worst. The story wasn't the best, but I think it kind of did that middle of the road well enough that you could be like, yeah, all right, this one's not too bad. If you catch it, check it out. Tell me what you think.
I definitely say, I don't want to say I highly recommend the movie, but I do recommend it. It's not good enough to get the Cersei stamp of approval, but I do recommend it. And again, it's on Tubi. It's free to watch. And I mean, it's like you said, it's only about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So it's not like a long, you know what I mean? It would be different. Like, this movie was probably the right amount of time. Like, if it was another, say, half hour, that may have been too much for it, unless they added more detail within the first.
Like, it kicked up the paranormal shit. Like Paranormal Activity, where you see the fucking guy getting dragged through the fucking house or something.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept it, like I said, it was a $7,000 budget. They kept it simple, and it worked for them. Yeah, they made it work.
They did. And the acting, I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad.
It was like,
it wasn't horrible. Because here's how I looked at it, though. I looked at it like a found footage thing. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's like how a real person had the camera.
Exactly. That's how I try to watch found footage. So I'm not necessarily thinking of how good the acting is, because I'm just thinking of, like, say, if us three had a found footage film or whatever, or us three did a film together or whatever, and we're not necessarily going to be the greatest at it, but we're going to be natural as far as just being ourselves and whatever. I'm not saying they're being themselves 100%, but you know what I mean. Like, yo, let's do a quick, simple, little fun paranormal thing or whatever the case may be. Still be us, our personalities, but you know, these things are coming up. This is what's going to be coming up in our story or whatever. And I feel that's how they did it, and they did a good job at that. They did a decent job at that.
Yeah,
I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at it.
No, not at all.
I'm not mad at it. I really, like I said, I really wish, like, I just need stronger shit, man. I just need stronger shit, like stronger plot development, stronger, you know, characterization. The like I said, to me, the best scene was that haunted house scene, the pop-ups of the people, the nurses and shit. Like, that did it for me. That was dope. Him running down the stairs, falling, the glass is there. You know what I mean? Like,
the dead man walking. And he was like, what did he say? Like, typical or some shit? I forgot what he said exactly.
And it's funny because the only time you really see, like, the figure of the apparition is on a spray paint figure on the wall, on one of the walls, when he's walking through a door he opens, and it's like painted on a wall, and it looks like the shape of the guy. And that's the only time you see the same shape of this figure, which where the body, fuck did the suit come from? Where did the tie come from? Like, this was supposed to be a hotel as well, but then you're like, oh, there was experiments going on. So I was a little bit thrown off by that as well. I'm like, you couldn't even keep that consistent. Like,
exactly.
I mean, see,
I thought it was gonna be like experiments, like because they like got a fucking alien or something in there. Because that's what this cover looked. This looks like an alien movie.
Owned a hotel and got it. Blah 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 blah. But
yeah,
now it turned into a fucking medical facility, and they were doing experiments on people. So who's the whispering man? The guy who was leading the bunch of like it just that part, and I had to just like, all right, let me not let this get annoying to me with that, and let me just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't stand when inconsistency pops up with that hard, because it's not like it's inconsistent with a small thing about a character. This was the entire plot story. Just
yeah.
No, I get it. Now, this question's for both of you, because this is my second time watching it. When it popped up on the wheel, that's what I remember last week, Tuesday. I was like, did we review this already? Because I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, I know I've seen this before, but I ended up watching it. I believe I watched it with the wife. But would you guys watch this movie again? Either one of you guys, like on your own type of deal, or nah?
nah.
Nah, it's one, like I said, it's hard for me to rewatch movies anyways, but this is a one and done.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't revisit anything unless it's like a 7 or higher. It's got to really be some reason for me to be like, you know what, I really like this because this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I can't. Again, it comes down to time waste. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, why would I, when there's other shit I can either be discovering or rewatching that I love and already know I'm gonna get what I expect out of it, and I know what's good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, with me, again, like I said, this is my second time watching. I think I might, but it wouldn't be like right away. It'd be a while down the road, and it may just be like I'm watching something similar to this on Tubi, and then this just happens to come up. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me watch this again and see how it compares to this or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer was a horrible fucking trailer. That horrible.
Bad trailer. It was like what, 5
It was like 48 seconds or 55 seconds, some shit like that. But still, it made you feel like it was gonna be some type of like, what did I say? Hardcore Henry, that perspective, that first person, like parkour perspective feel, you know what I mean? With the painting there where he finds it and then waiting for the weird shit to happen. And then that was it. It was done and over. But then we start the movie and it's dialogued, it's front facing camera, you know, it's actually seeing the characters and the show aspect of it, which again I liked, but still it's like they were confusing even what the execution they wanted to do in every aspect of this fucking movie.
True.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, Henry, this has nothing to do with the Yin Yang Twins.
So the director, it's I don't want to butcher the name. It's J-O. It has the O has that little mark on top of it. It's Z-S-E-F.
Joseph, maybe Joseph.
I don't know. And its last name is Gallai. Galley or something like that. But he told the actors to watch a movie called Rorschach 2015 to fully understand the concept of this film.
Rorschach?
It's R-O-R-S-C-H-A-C-H. Rorschach.
Yo, can you put that in the group chat and then I'll check it out and see if it's horror related. Maybe I'll throw it on the wheel just because.
No, I think it is. He said to the actors, he's like, to understand this film, watch this movie first, then you'll see what I'm doing, basically.
Yeah, can you throw that in one of the group chats when you get a chance?
Yep, I'll do it right now.
That's for what is Sir Sturdy just watch?
It could be. It could be. I mean, maybe it's a good movie though. You never know.
Never know.
I'm like, is that the name of the person from fucking Watchmen? Was that the main story from that dude, the ink face guy? You know what I mean? The mask on with the ink face guy that Jackie O'Hurley played?
I couldn't even tell you.
That's what I mean. It's like, I'm not getting that from this. Or it's some type of a foreign horror film that might be like Paranormal Activity, you know what I mean? Because I was trying to figure out where exactly origin was for this. Was the guy French? Was this a Swedish movie? Was this
okay. I got,
you know what I mean? It's like
it's I think they said, hold on, I know it's Hungary.
Like Scandinavian. Okay.
Hungarian. One of them. Yep, Hungary. So it's Hungary, United States, and the United Kingdom.
So mostly a European horror flick. So a Western European horror flick.
Yeah.
You could say it could be, and the United States part comes in is when the sister. Remember, they had the two brothers had the sister who was teaching in the U.S., but she was coming back to home to teach and like stay there for good.
Yeah,
so that's probably why the U.S. comes in. You said what was the other one?
Hungarian and United Kingdom,
and you
basically England. UK.
So
Yeah.
with the UK and Hungarian, I don't remember. I think the father either moved to Hungary or moved to England, and then they were in the other one. Either
I think they're from Hungary
okay.
because they are speaking Hungarian at some point.
It's basically it's like a paranormal type of haunted painting. That's the best way I can.
But found footage style.
Yeah, found footage style. It's worth a one time watch. I'll say that, Henry. Matter of fact, I'll even say this, which I didn't do, so I may go back and watch this again. Smoke a little bit and then check it out.
I don't think that's gonna play a role.
Yeah, like
It might. It might.
It can't. They have too many inconsistencies in the story and shit fucks up. Like it's not gonna change.
It might confuse you. You're like, what the fuck am I watching?
It is kind of a slow burn for like the first 30, 40 minutes, but again, I gave it a 5, James gave it a 5, Chris gave it a 4, but none of those are like bad 5s and 4s. It's like again, at least one time watch.
Yeah, if you're a Paranormal Activity fan, if you're a Blair Witch fan, then I could see you probably this being, if you're comparing it to films like that you've seen, and you've seen some shitty ones that you're like, no, the 1 or 2s for you, I could see you being like, you know what, this is probably among the better, not like those AAA titles with the bigger budgets, but like, you know what, for a lower budget film, this is all right. But for me, I just ain't vibing with the shit like this or these days.
On top of that, too, what I'll say is, like James mentioned a little while ago, they made it with $7,000 and they did it in a weekend.
4 days.
Right.
4 days.
Sorry, 4 days. A 4-day weekend.
You know, if you take that into account, it's like, you know what, a 5 is not that bad for something like this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like $7,000, we could fucking do something like that and it be a shit show and be a fucking, you know, I don't want to say the movie that should not be named, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what probably the budget was for that movie. But I know it was more. We looked it up, but yeah.
And that was for the Firebird. Everything else was just free.
That's funny. Firebird, the boat rental.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of none of them, especially the new one. The new one was so fucking dumb.
I could watch them. I'm not really crazy about them though.
Yeah, I could watch them because I like paranormal stuff. It's just like, I don't know. It didn't get me.
Watch the whole franchise of it or whatever, but I'm not crazy about them. I never really was. It
started getting stupid when the fucking family's connected. It's like a curse, and it started fucking. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I thought it was just gonna be a regular, just a normal haunted house.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, I like that. I mean, I like that they were like ingenuity, like had enough ingenuity and like enough like creativeness to double back. The movie's making a little money. Let's do a few more of these and let's actually give it some sustenance. And like, that's where whether you agree with that's where they landed or not, as like, all right, this is cool or believable, whatever. But then if you see some of the other ones where I don't think they thought out for like Paranormal Activity how far it would go. So they were hoping for maybe 2, maybe 3. And then once they got to that point and they're like, yo, people want more, then they're like, all right, we got to come up with stuff. How do we, you know what I mean? Because by that point, it's like, look at what Marvel was doing and Disney was doing with how in-depth these stories are going and stuff like that. So everybody's all about trying to get that story built out, get the universes clicking like Conjuring and Annabelle and all this stuff now with all of that. So, I mean, they did a good job at like, all right, we got to do something to make something. They're not the greatest movies in the world. I will watch them, but it's another franchise that I watch solely because I watched the first 2 or 3, and it's like, all right, what's next? Let me see what I mean? Like,
I'm the same way with that with franchises I love, and then with franchises I don't like so much. I'm like, okay, if I watch the first one and another one comes out, I'm like, I might as well just watch. You know, I'm gonna watch the whole franchise eventually. Sometimes I'll even like with the wife, we'll even just, hey, let's watch fucking. We'll just use Paranormal Activity because we're talking about that. Let's just watch from Let's just, because the new one came out, which we haven't done this yet, but the new one came out. Let's just start from part 1, just go all the way through because why not?
Right. See, with movies like that and franchises like that is where I understand and I get, and that's kind of how I'd go into it with the whole, hey, shut your brain off, because after a certain point, it's like, let's just watch the movie and see if we can be entertained.
I like that.
You know what I mean? But for shit that you're walking into, you're not expecting this. There isn't really much else to go for it, and you're just hoping it's a good movie. I can't do that. I can't shut my brain off. I'm sorry. I can't fucking do it. Like, it's like, no, I'm watching this. I want to say, if I got to be like, You know what I mean? It's like there's
Yeah,
no. I'm
yeah.
already past the point of like I know too much at that point. Like, I can't just shut it off. You know what I mean?
No.
No, I get it, man. I get it. But again, like for this film, I mean, I think they did a really good job. I'm still gonna stick with my 5, but they did a really good job for the budget and for the time. The budget and the time, because you got to think just creating simple shit like something like this can take time. You know, it can take a little bit of time. Something like a fucking just the intros we do, Chris. I'm not saying it would take fucking
Yeah.
4 days and $7,000, but there's been times where we had to do like 4 or 5 takes.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
can
yeah.
only imagine like doing something with a script and all that and acting. It had to be a few. I'm sure there had to do a few takes here and there.
Yeah, I mean, to me, stuff like that is a little bit easier because you're more prepared. There's time and preparation and understanding. We need to do this. This has to be here, and staying on a schedule and keeping shit on task. Where when we're doing our cuts or we're doing our shorts or whatnot, it's like, all right, so what are we gonna do here? We come up with an idea. All right, so what exactly are we gonna say? We riff off of something. It's like, you know what, that works. That's good, and we go from there. But that's still the preparation. It's just because we're preparing for 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, whatever it is.
Instead
It's just a smaller scope, but we're still coming up with the ideas and how we're going to do it, like how long it needs to be. So there's always that element of being prepared and understanding, hey, there's a process that we have to make sure we stick to. You know, so for them to do shit like this with $7,000, 4 days, getting people involved, getting locations and all that shit.
Yeah, definitely kudos to them. Seriously, kudos to them for that, because that's, you know, I respect it. I respect it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. But speaking of time, I think it's about time. I don't have a watch on, but I'm looking at my wrist anyway. I think
It's
it's about
getting
time
dirty.
to get ready to spin this wheel. But before we spin this wheel, we got a Valentine's Day surprise for you. So listen,
And it's not
ladies,
clamps.
gentlemen, nah. Henry's the one that sells the nipple clamps. Henry and Puerto Rican first. They're into that stuff. But check this out, people. Check this one out. I guarantee you're gonna enjoy it.
So where's damn man? Valentine's Day is coming up, bro. I feel like I don't think I got my plans, you know, as dope as they could be. Right now, I just got a bottle of wine and a movie planned out. I mean, you got any ideas for me, bro?
Bro, I'm over here trying to figure out how to make a song with this thing over here, with this guitar. Like, I need some.
I got the answer to both of your problems. Both of you. Hemparita, guys. You go to ihemparita.com. You said you have that nice wine. Pour some of this in her wine. Be nice and relaxed. And she'll still get the good flavors of the wine mixed with some lime. And there's gummies.
Okay.
Give her that with the candies, Chris.
Okay.
Play your little guitar. Sip it on some Hemparita. And you could say, Hemparita. And woo her to sleep.
Fancy.
Get you some. Boom. Right
Get
there.
you some.
Get you some.
Get you some of that.
And now I'm going to pull
If I bought that, I said Happy Valentine's Day and gave it to my wife, she will uppercut me.
No.
You
James.
got to add it in addition.
You add in addition. This is like when you're drawing her that nice bath after that beautiful meal that you just paid for her.
Dude, she's not into it. I got her an edible one time. She ate it. She was sitting on the floor. She goes, my ass is vibrating.
See? Hemparita,
She did not like it, though. She's like, nope.
Right, you don't get that from Hemparita, CBD.
That's true. That is true.
All that Hemparita just kind of relax the body and
Right.
soul.
This is while she's in the tub with the candles going and the rose petals and shit. You slip her that in her drink. You know what I mean? You mix her a little margarita, some Hemparita, or you know what I mean? Just here you go, baby.
Yep.
And she just
and then you're sitting next to the bathtub using your angelic voice singing her favorite song.
Okay.
See?
And then you let us know how it went in the morning.
Yep. Guys, 3 minutes of fun.
3 minutes of fun.
It's the best 3 minutes we've had in years.
Yep.
All right, OG wheel. There's a possibility that it might be a good movie.
And a big possibility that it's not.
There's a lot of good shit on. Actually, you know what? The OG wheel has good and bad.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's go. Phantasm or something.
Let's go. Daddy needs a movie to watch. Daddy needs a good movie to entertain him. Daddy wants to be scared.
I wish movies scared me, but I still love them.
You don't even get jump scares no more
Fuck,
at some point?
no, I know when they're coming.
I do, especially when I'm high. I get
I
hot.
still, oh shit. You know what I mean? Some
Nope.
type of reaction.
I know when they're coming, and I'm so
Was
prepared
that
for it.
Super Dark
Super
Time?
Dark Times. I don't know.
Super
Never
dark.
seen this.
I've never seen this. I know for damn sure I'm not the one who picked this movie for the wheel, but I'm excited for it. And before we wrap things up, I am going to pull up another Hemparita plug just so you guys know before we wrap things up. Because it's the most.
Yo, there's a
What we got?
actor, Elizabeth Cappuccino.
Nice.
They actually spelled out she's in the Super Dark Times. I just looked up real quick to see 2017.
She worked at Starbucks or something before when she was creating her fucking headshots and all that shit. What am I gonna call myself if I make it? Cappuccino.
Okay. It's a crime drama horror movie.
Okay.
Might be interesting. Might be
It- it-
interesting.
It what it says, yeah, it's like one of those things like a group of friends do something that they're not supposed to, then they cover it up and then they start fighting amongst themselves. Like
I
shit.
know what you did last summer, except
Yeah.
Hopefully better.
Basically.
Because that movie was not.
I wasn't a fan of either. I hope this is better too.
I watched it and I'd watch it again, probably.
They escalate in paranoia and violence. They get
Okay.
paranoid and shit, and so
They need them some Hemparita.
it might be good, guys.
They do. They do.
Oh, and Aaron, you can go to IMDb and they have the trailer right in the front of the screen for this.
Nice.
I already have it pulled up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just so what I really quick. I don't even fuck if I'm saying this on a live. What I've been doing, I have the list. So I keep all of our score or
Yeah.
ratings for the films. So what I started doing actually Tuesday. I'm saying like I've been doing this for bad long. Just last episode, I put the name of the film and on that list just so I don't forget it. And then now I'm having the YouTube trailer up so that way when we review the trailer we can just get it done.
Gotcha.
Nice.
But back to this fun film. All right. Question for both of you again. And I'm gonna start with you and I'm gonna pull you up too.
Oh, damn.
What up, bro?
What would you change about this film? Like if you are the director or whatever, you know what I mean? You have 100% control of the film to where it still has to be the Whispering Man and the painting still has to be an important thing of the film, but what would you change to make it, let's say, I don't even want to say to make it a 10 for you. Let's say to make it like a 7 for you.
The story to actually make it consistent and coherent.
How? But I mean, like how? So you don't have to go like deep, but like how so? Like what would worst damn?
I'd use whatever the aspect was of the hotel and all that shit. I would probably keep that, but make it actually meaningful and stick, and actually make it what the movie's about. Because to me, the hotel could have been even a character in the shit. You know what I mean? The hauntings could have been occurring there. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's as far as them bringing the painting home and then the shit happens to them there and stuff like that. Like it's just weird to me that the painting was already in somebody's possession at their home or whatnot, and then homeboy's going to investigate. Yet he's getting attacked and he's seeing these apparitions at this other location. But the soul and the apparition is linked to the painting, and the painting's at the house. So, like I said, consistency and linearage with the story, actually keeping it on pace.
Okay. How about you, good sir?
All right. I'm with Chris a little bit. They needed a better structure. Like you said, if they bring in that fucking building, they should have more detail, like what went on in there and all that stuff, to connect it more. But I would mainly change. I would add more paranormal stuff. I would add more shit happens. Like a lot of it was just him having those nightmares.
Yeah.
They should have had a little more things. They should have had at least like things started, like the radio came on, but they should have had more stuff like that. They should have had like cabinet doors opening or more of the whispering, more of the talking. The dude's a whispering man. I only heard what you hear him like as soon as he's about to die or gets possessed or something like that. That's when you hear the voice.
Yeah.
So they should have had more of that in there. Well, they're not, except for, if they had a bigger budget and they had more stuff to do with this movie. But how it is right now, I'm saying if they added more of paranormal stuff in there, it would have made it a little bit more better for me.
Okay.
What's up, Mick?
What's good, G?
What's up, Mick? Scene Snobs. Make sure you guys go check out the Scene Snobs podcast. They're actually going to be live at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure you guys go check them out. Awesome fucking show, and Mick is the man. So go check that out.
I've been meaning to hit you up, man, so I can try to get down with you on the MCU stuff and those other that other topic that you had going on. But yeah, we'll link up.
John Henderson, man, how's it going?
What's happening, brother? Thanks for coming.
John's an awesome guy, man. John's awesome as hell. He's always supported us. Always supported the Facebook, YouTube, all that shit. Go check John out. John, post your YouTube channel in here, man. Mick, same thing. Post your YouTube channel in here, man. Post your actual link so people can click that link and go and follow that link, or your Facebook page, or whatever you guys want to post. Post that shit in here. Drop it in here.
Drop it like it's hot.
But for me, I'd say showing the picture more, and maybe having a lot of creepy shit happening around the picture. Like maybe that's where the quote unquote, I guess, possession is a lot stronger is when you're close to the picture. And again, just like the kills that happen in the movie, I feel like that should have all happened in front of the picture of the Whispering Man. And maybe the person that's possessed can hear the whispers, but nobody else can. And he's kind of like yelling, like, "What do you want?" Blah 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 blah. And then once he gets fully possessed, he becomes the Whispering Man in a sense. In a sense of like he's embodied, he's doing what the Whispering Man wants them to do for whatever reason. Just something like that to kind of give us more. But they didn't. Again, I enjoyed it, but they didn't give us.
Hey, homies, I'm dropping by for quick. Hello. Got to get back to work. Miss you, bastards.
Miss you too, Canada.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate you, Kyle. Yeah, I think they should have definitely done more jump scare stuff and more interaction with like I said, my favorite scene was the one in the fucking building that he's seeing his dreams. He needs to, his boy or whoever it is needs to figure out what's going on. But even those when he's running, looks one way and there's a nurse there walking towards him. At one point, some of the nurses looked like zombies coming at him, and I was just like, oh boy. But if they would have done more with that aspect as well and kept that feel going the whole entire time for the rest of the movie as the climax for it, and then ended it with the possession, the killing of the friends, blah, 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 and then it being live, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? So then that's, but again, that's just on like the I guess that's just effect side and delivery, but still to me, especially when you start something off that's so story driven right from the get-go, you gotta make sure the shit makes sense and stays on point with that throughout.
Agreed. And really quick, I just want to say, everybody go check out, this is for the visual people who are watching live or watching the replay or listening to our audio. Doomsday Crypt. It's Doomsday KRYPT 13. Go check that YouTube channel out. It's an amazing channel. Show him some love. Tell him Sturdy sent you. And Henry told us to keep it feathering again. Don't know what that means, but we're gonna. Bird gang.
I know what it's from.
What is it from?
It's from a podcast.
Oh, all right. That's
same thing as like if he ever says keep them high and tight, it's from the same podcast.
Of course, man. Of course, we always show love.
Okay, who you think was the worst acting?
The sister.
Yes. Yep. Especially when she's getting choked on the couch.
Yeah,
that was so bad.
I was gonna say I was more bothered with her, and not that I was bothered with anybody. If we want to nitpick, it was the whole when they were talking to her scene before she came home.
Oh, when she was on video on the computer?
I just thought it was too much. I thought it was a little too much, like with the whole, like, I don't know. That was like the only part that really, honestly, that's the only part that really bothered me about the film is if we want to nitpick. Yes, they could have had a better story. They could have or not necessarily a better story, because I think the premise was pretty cool, but kind of dove deeper into it. But again, I'm going to still go back to. I feel like it's worth at least. I mean, I watched it twice, and I'd probably watch it again. I'm gonna watch it high next time if I do.
Yeah,
I say at least watch it once. It's worth at least a one-time watch. Again, it's a Tubi movie, $7,000 budget. They did it in 4 days.
Yep.
You're gonna get what you're gonna get from that. But give it at least a one-time. Give it at least check it out. You've watched way worse. I've watched way fucking worse than this. Way.
You mean last on Tuesday?
I was gonna say just Tuesday. We watched some shit that nobody liked. And the funny thing is, we gave it I didn't give it a negative.
That was nice. I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 0 because of the gore. I think Jen gave it a 1 because of the gore. You gave it a 2 because of the gore and some funny things, and Chris gave it a 1. I forgot why you said you gave it a 1, but it's just
I don't even know why.
This movie was a lot better.
Yeah, you hated it.
It was great, but this movie was a lot better.
Yo, I was still fucking screaming about this shit for like 20, 30 minutes after we got off air with 30 on my own stream. Like, I was like, how can I still be talking this bad about this shit? Like, it's horrible.
It sucks, man. It sucks. And, see, here's the thing, too, people. Like, when we do our reviews, yes, we go off on tangents on every single fucking episode. That's just what we do. Last episode was like a 20-minute review and like a 40-minute tangent. This one at least was a great balance. We're about 41 minutes in. This was a great balance.
We really
because there's a lot of stuff talking. This was decent. That's why.
We had like a lot of side conversations like that would just turn into a bunch of other shit. But parts of the movie, like the bottle part, how the female anatomy and all that stuff, and just a bunch of shit. You guys can go listen to the episode to find out because I don't remember everything.
I do.
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah.
No, I mean as far as our review, like what we said exactly in the conversation. I don't mean the movie.
Oh yeah, no.
But the Whispering Man, like,
yeah,
I was expecting more.
I did too, especially by the cover. I'm just getting sick and tired of these people with the covers. They're the covers look so dope. You're like, oh shit, and nothing.
Really quick though, James, what I'll say with this, which we had the same conversation with Mick a couple weeks ago or last week about the whole movie covers. Like when you're going to the video store, that's what draws you in. Sometimes you got some great horror movies, sometimes you got some shit. I'm not mad at that because at the very least, it's grabbing your attention, and that's what a cover is supposed to do. A movie cover is supposed to do is grab your attention. You might not judge a book by its cover, but you're gonna check out a movie because of its cover. Remember that, people.
Okay,
it's misleading. It's false advertisement. It's fucking.
Actually, I think I figured out the cover. The Whispering Man is the painting, right? It possesses the person.
Yeah.
So basically, the person turns into this. It's showing the thing.
But ain't nobody wear a suit or a fucking tie.
Right.
You're
right. There was no suit and tie. You're correct on that part.
True.
It was all normal clothes, found footage, dude in their house eating cereal,
and he looks like an alien.
It looks like an alien. It has nothing to do with paranormal. It looks exactly like an alien.
That kind of creepy. Yes, a creepy alien.
Yeah.
This would be I'm gonna pull this cover up for the people. That mask would be a dope ass mask. If that was a mask, that would be a dope ass mask. That would be as a matter of fact, that would be a dope alien. That would be a dope creature feature film. Like if they could do something like a creature feature film or an alien film or even some sort of paranormal demonic type of shit. But using that being not necessarily in the suit, but the face, the hands look pretty cool.
Aaron, that's a basic gray man alien. I'm sure there's masks that are almost similar to that. Exactly.
Yeah. Now that you pulled that shit up close, I noticed a few other details. And honestly, I think they were trying to make him like if he's the front desk guy at a fucking hotel or whatnot. He's got his watch on, his fancy tie. You know what I mean? Like he's a hotel manager with the rooms. But none of that happened in the movie or played any type of role in the movie. Yeah. They mention a hotel once telling the origin story of how their family got it, and that's it.
They ran out of money. They couldn't put this in there.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
So how many times did we even hear or see other than the one scream when he opened the door, went up the stairs in the place, and then other than at the end that you hear that weird tone of the whisper of the guy's voice?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it should have been more in the movie. That's what I would have changed. I would have added more of that. They did do it like a door slam, like the door closed on its own.
And the light shut off by them.
And the light shut
twice.
Yeah. That's it.
But
what's the song? The song connected somehow? He's like, what's this song? I heard this song.
So here's I wish they would have played the song a little bit more, and I feel like here's where they dropped the ball to me too. That song should have been the song in the end credits.
Maybe.
Oh, you talk about like what's that one movie, the whistling song?
Mm-hmm. Just for the simple fact that they played it a couple times in the beginning of the movie,
Tiptoe in that song.
and then when the girlfriend, when the guy who actually becomes possessed, when his girlfriend first comes to the house, remember her phone goes off and it has that same song on it, and it's like, I guess it's a popular song or whatever, but it's not his type of music. So he was like, I don't know why I heard this, and his sister knows the song. That should have, matter of fact, that should have been, speaking of the hotel part, that should have been like a song that was always played in the hotel. Like, you know how like you go to some certain places and they have like that kind of elevator music type of thing. That should have been the elevator music.
Actually, you're right. Like when they're showing the zombie nurses, they like he was having that hallucination or thing. They should have had that song playing on the speakers in the hallway.
Yes. They should have had the song playing then, and then it would have made it better when the song's playing on the radio, and the sister heard the song. But it would have been better, like I say, if the sister heard the song, she was like, "Don't you remember when Mom and Dad took us to the hotel that we got, and that was the elevator music and the song." Just something like that would have.
Or the bell from the front desk getting closer and closer to you as he's coming up on you, and those zombies are getting closer to you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, some other element, because you said it was going to be a haunted hotel. You tell me a haunted hotel, I'm like, okay, cool. There's a lot of rooms for some evil shit to be in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Agreed.
I didn't mind how he looked at the end though. He kind of looked like demon, like possessed a little bit. He had that the black veins and shit. That it didn't bother me. I thought that for the budget, that was like regular, like Halloween. Like they drew that shit themselves type thing.
And you know what else I like that too? Since you mentioned the end, James, was how scared his friend was. Remember when he came over and the house was fucking dark? He turned the light on. And he kind of stayed in the other room.
Yeah, for one, that dude made that mistake.
Yeah, like
he was the one who was the main believer, and he's going to listen to him, knowing that this shit's going down. He's going to go to the house. I'm like, he should have been like, something's up.
We meeting at the Cumbies up the road. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. You're possessed. He even warned the brother and everything. No, I think the painting's possessed. He's like, no, he's having dreams and shit, and it's basically telling him like it takes over you.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he still goes to the house. He should know, like, he could have walked in, like, watching movies and shit. He could have got slammed against a wall, like, demon power type shit. But he goes there anyway, then dies.
He does die.
Then the brother dies, got a fucking hatchet into his chest. The kills weren't, like, good either. Like, if they had better, like, how they killed him. Like, the choking the girl on the chair, bad acting. She's just laying there. You didn't even see her, like, she's going, but you still see her breathing and shit, even though when he was done, her hand took forever to drop off the couch, off the chair. I'm like, oh, this is so bad. I'm like, damn, man. They could have found like a little fucking kid that did better than that.
A little kid.
Or choke her for real. I don't know. Fucking listen, you're a bad actor. We gotta make this realistic. I'm gonna choke you for a couple minutes.
I was a little nervous when he killed the dude with the glasses, the Swedish fucking Hungarian accent dude, because I was like, man, that shit looks like he really hit him with that axe. Like that could have been a fuck up. You know what I mean? Like
that would have been
whoops.
Fucked up, right? You got
Sorry.
2 kills. I told you to stay. Don't pass this line.
I'll throw you an extra $50. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah.
But what it is, man, it's not bad though.
No, absolutely not. And again,
check it out, John. If you like found footage type shit, this is not that bad. It's not the greatest, but it's decent.
Yeah, and again, it's on Tubi. It's worth the watch, man. It's worth a one-time watch. I say, whenever you're just chilling, kick your feet up, check it out. And this goes for everybody. Kick your feet up, check it out, and let us know how you feel, either by next episode or just post it in the Horror With Sir.Sturdy group. Hey, I watched The Whispering Man, or I watched any of. As a matter of fact, this goes for any film that we have reviewed or we're going to review in the future. You can post whatever about the movie either in the comments here or post it in the Horror With Sturdy group. You can post a cover of the movie. Hey, I checked this movie out that you guys reviewed. Here's what I thought about it. You don't have to agree with us. You can disagree with us. It's cool, and we'll all jump in on the comments when we see it and go from there.
We all know Sir Sturdy be tripping sometimes. It's all good. Just let him know.
Clown Hotel is pretty good.
Did I watch Clown Hotel? I do trip.
I think we reviewed it. Didn't we review Clown Hotel?
I can't remember.
We
watched so much shit.
No, I think it was Audible. If we did it was the Audible.
Audio,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that I know I definitely watched that, but for some reason I feel like we talked about it.
We may have just talked about it. Ari Lehman, the first Jason. I'll have to check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I don't remember if I've seen it or not. I know I've seen Clown NATO.
Oh, fuck that movie.
That's probably what I'm getting mixed up with. Clown NATO was a rough one.
No, Clown Nado's bad.
Clown NATO was a fucking rough one. But again, I'll watch any fucking horror movie at least once just to say I watched it.
I still want to start the Killjoy ones.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw those on the wheel because I've been meaning to watch those. There's like what 5 of them or 6 of them. I'm gonna throw them on the
Something
frame.
like, yeah, something like that. Probably we're probably way off. There's probably like 9.
As a matter of fact, I'll talk about that off the air. What the franchise is.
Yeah.
I might.
Oh.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it now. Fuck it. I'm gonna. I think what I want to try to do is obviously find movies that we can find. Look for movies that we can find that are franchises, but not necessarily all the big name ones because we've seen them all so many fucking times anyway. I think we should maybe do a couple, at least a couple ones that we've never seen or haven't seen too much of. You don't have to put it nicely on here. You don't have to put it nicely on here. Clown NATO, I've seen definitely interesting to put it nicely. Which, by the way, John, one of these days we want to have you on the podcast. I want to have you on the podcast with us to review something because me and you have been talking about this for a mean minute. We definitely got to link something up, set something up. Shoot me a message tomorrow, and we'll discuss it. We'll figure something out. What do you guys have anything else you want to say about this film now, or just in general?
Yeah, I think I got it all out.
I believe I did too. So I will say to our viewers, thank you for watching, and we're gonna pull up our plugs. Actually, hold up. Before that, I did tell you guys something. So just stay put. Trust me, you're gonna like this.
All right, Chris, I know you're not eating your girl's Valentine's Day candy, bro. What's going on, man?
Bro, I'm stressing. I don't know what to do for Valentine's Day. She gonna get a tubby this year. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Problem solver. Search 30 the problem solver. Go to ihemparita.com. Use promo code Search30. You can save yourself 10% on this amazing product, this amazing CBD. You spend over $50, free shipping. She'll forget all about that little ass candy when you give her this Hemparita and relaxes her.
Lifesaver, bro.
That's what they like, right? That's what they love. Relaxation, candles, tub, rose petals. Hemparita.
I don't even feel bad anymore.
Get you some. Just let you guys know that Hemparita. You should get it. Get it for yourself. Get it for your lady. Have a great time. And John, I'd love to. I'd be honored. I'd love to. I'll speak for myself. It's coming on to your show. I can't speak for these two gentlemen, but guys, would you guys want to go on this show one of these days?
We'll have to figure out scheduling.
Yeah, as long as the schedule works, we'll be there. I'll be there. James, Chris.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll work something out. We'll definitely work something out, man. It'll be fun to do a nice come on your show, you come on this one and have a good time. But yeah. I had to do the Hemparita thing for you guys because it's Valentine's Day coming up. It's yeah. That being said, though, worst damn.
Yo, come check me out playing some games, talking some shit, getting some banter. Sometimes I get real deep as well on some subjects while I'm gaming or while I'm just sitting here talking to these guys. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I got to start loading more shit on some of those other places, but pretty much that's where I'm at. You can find me if you don't see the Phoenix or my ugly ass mug or me fucking yelling at the top of my lungs at some 8-year-olds, then it's not my page. You can also catch DREAMZ the Creator on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Our guy is kind of the guy who's finessing all this digital imagery for us and helping us make sure shit looks sharp and clean, looks really good. If you need videography, if you need editing done, if you need photo shots and edited, if you need fucking beats, DREAMZ is the guy for it. He's the creative. He is DREAMZ the Creator. Come get some. Letting him know Sir Sturdy sent you. He'll hook you up. Get us on So Good It's Scary. Our boy Kyle is running that up there in Canada. If you have an independent film that's 30 minutes or less, we want to see it. We want to do it live and review it. If you want to be on with us at the same time, let us know. Drop it in on Facebook and Instagram, and we will do that. Also, hit up Joe on Any Last Words. She's got tons of content for you, everything from recipes to movie reviews, ghost stories and horror stories. She recently did an episode about the true story behind what inspired The Orphan. So go check her out. You can catch her on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and she's got a Patreon for support. So if you enjoy the shit, make sure you let her know by hitting her up and letting her, continue to do this, because we all trying to eat.
Yes, sir. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern time, come check out Horror with Sir Sturdy. And I'm actually going to be going live on this coming Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern time for an interview that you guys will not want to miss. So make sure you guys tune into that. You guys know I love the indie scene. It's an indie movie. Make sure you guys tune into that. Again, that's Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Before the Super Bowl, for those of you that are going to waste your time and watch that bullshit game, I'm not watching it. But again, check us out Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Next Tuesday, we will be reviewing Super Dark Times. So you guys don't want to miss that. And then come check us out on Popcorn and Pints every Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. All this, all the platforms and all that great stuff. Check it out. You're gonna have an amazing time with us. Check out Stories from a Bar. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, including YouTube. Follow them everywhere on the social medias. Great podcast.
Music and beer, baby.
Music and booze. Music and booze. And what he does on there is helps promote local breweries, and he wants to work with more local art, just independent artists in general. Independent artists in general. Doesn't matter the genre of the music. You want to come on there, you want to talk about your music and all that great stuff. That's a great show to go on. Deep Focus Cinema is a deep dive on cinema. Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you guys check that out. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, watching, listening, whether it's live, whether it's later on down the road, audio, whatever it is. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing time, day, night, evening, whatever time you listen to it. I just hope you have a great day, a great year, a great life, a great everything. Take care, John. Thank you guys again, or thank you again for tuning in, John. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Can't wait to have you on here. To everybody else, I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. I had to whisper. Wait till you see my whisper.